We've had so many buses in with bad brakes. So this video is another bus coming in with those infamous Rockwell disc brakes that we absolutely have problems with. But a lot of our clients, it's not that they're just neglecting their brakes, which is what people think when they see the videos. They're taking these to shops and having them worked on and having them checked out or having them inspected, and just the shops aren't doing it. They don't understand these antique systems and the finicky issues that we have with them and stuff like that. So it's not that the owners are just ignoring the problems. So we're going to sit here and talk about how good your brakes should work, and then we'll go through these Rockwell brakes here again on this video. But it's shocking to me how much, you take it somewhere to get service and they don't want to mess with it. They don't know what to look at. It's not leaking air, so your air brakes must be fine. It's not squeaking, it must be fine. But there's other issues going on. One thing that I'm always talking about is how important braking is on a bus. And I tell people that when you panic brake or you emergency stop and you really hit those brakes hard, everything in your bus that's not tied down should slide forward immediately, just fly forward, including your passenger. If they're not wearing a seatbelt, they should be up against the windshield like a splattered bug. Remember that after we fixed George's brakes, he went in his bathroom and it opened up his medicine cabinet and all of his stuff was gone. He thought somebody took it, and then he opened the other door and he realized everything slid to the one side of the medicine cabinet. He's had that bus for like 6 years and nothing in that cabinet had ever moved under any kind of braking. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. Everything should be moving in your bus that's not tied down. So here comes a Prevost XL45, exactly like George's, same brake system. Let's see what's going to happen when we dig into this one.
Driveway is dusty.
That is dust, not smoke. We're in a bit of a drought here. We haven't had rain in a couple weeks. It's a combination of the length of what these are and the depth of some of these. These are definitely excessive heat checking on here because the brake gets stuck on and then it causes it to heat check. These are more than 75% of the distance, and you can catch your fingernail on every single one of them. This is the other front one, and it's even worse. I mean, with no light on it here, you can even see how deep they are. We've got a tiny, tiny air leak here on this fitting to the airbag. He just put new airbags on it recently, and the one side's been coming down, so there's a tiny little air leak right there. Step on the brake again. Okay, release it. And then that one over there, is it gonna push back further?
I can't move it, so.
Yeah.
Further, now it's spinning.
And this one's stuck too. Both these brake cans are sticking, they're not retracting all the way, and I'm suspecting we're gonna have max travel on these, which is 2 inches that's allowed to move. These are auto slack adjusters, and you rely on them to be working, but when the can's not returning all the way, when the arm's not going all the way in the can, it's not gonna ratchet correctly. So they're gonna be out of adjustment. Eighth. Go ahead and step on it. Yeah. And we're at 5 1/8. So that's 2 inches of travel. And these are auto adjusting, self-adjusting slag adjusters. Okay, so, oh, I have to push that. Again. Okay, so we'll say here that we're right at 3 inches there. Go ahead and step on it. That's about 4 7/8. So minus 3, so 2 7/8. So almost, or sorry, 1 7/8. Almost 2 inches on this side, and it is a full 2 inches on the other side. Go ahead and release. And then when we release it, they are not retracting all the way. So this is all nothing going down the road. Auto adjusting slack adjusters. You put your faith in them and you're in trouble. These are the slide pins that the calipers move on, but this is the problem with them is they don't get greased, they don't get any maintenance, and it turns into like a gooey, they just stick and then they hang. The calipers drag on the rotors get overheated, and that's why they get all heat checked. The maintenance interval on these used to be twice in the lifetime of the brake pads, and they realized it was so bad that it's now twice a year or every 60 to 250 miles, whichever comes first. That is an insane maintenance interval that these things have to be taken care of. Because they stick, they're going to catch your bus on fire, your brakes aren't going to work right. You have to lube these things. I've seen wheel bearings in a lot worse shape than this. That's not too bad. It's just got some wear on it there. He's got some miles left in these, but they're definitely wearing. I think he's had this bus for 13 years, 16 years, something like that. 13 years, I think. And he's never had these bearings looked at. Yeah, these riveted non-slide Prevos are my favorite buses. They are really nice. It's just the maintenance on if you have these disc brakes that are from Rockwell, you have to maintain them. And then even these, the drum brakes back here were bad, and he had no idea. You just got to pay attention to it. There was no air leak, but you can't really measure the stroke on these things because you can never see it up under there. But you really have to get up under there and check things and pay a little bit more attention to it. And like I said, the big sign is if you slam on your brakes and everything in the bus isn't flying forward, then you should feel like you want to go through the windshield. That was no joke. You should really feel like that. And if you're not feeling that, you need to get in there and have somebody look at your brakes. This is just day one. The bus has only been in the shop for a few hours, and we've already taken all the wheels and hubs off and everything, and really getting a good look at everything. It doesn't take that long to do it. You can do it in a day just to see what's going on. Just to remind you, this is one of George's rotors. Look how badly it was cracked. This was going to be a disaster at some point. This is a different rotor. He had 3 of his 4 rotors were cracked like this on George's bus. So this is the bus that's sitting next to him. It's a 4-travel RV that came in. And look at this slide pin that just came out of it. These are the same Rockwell brakes on this RV. Look at this slide pin. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. How's the caliper supposed to slide on that? The tag axle ones weren't dragging at all. They felt good. There's no heat checking on them at all. The rotors are going to be good. But we're still going to pull the hubs and inspect all the bearings and adjust all the bearings and replace the wheel seals because they look like they're getting ready to start leaking. Where was your favorite trip ever to?
Either Kitty Hawk or California. 2 good trips.
Well, they did the impossible.
I rode my motorcycle there in the campground, and I remember the winds were so strong going across the beach road to get there, and the bike was leaned over at like a 30-degree angle into the road.
When these are well maintained and lubed, they just slide out with your fingers. I mean, That thing is dry. That's drier than my grandma's false teeth she left on the counter all night. So I did clean it up, but you can see it's failing here. The surface is coming off. It's almost like a chromed finish on them or something that chips off. I don't know how they make these, but I'm sure they can make them out of a better material. But they're like $150 a piece. They're not cheap. Special thanks to Redtiger for sponsoring this video. We just installed this Redtiger F17 Elite dash cam in our Volkswagen Thing. It's full color, high resolution, 4K. It actually has 3 cameras in it. So you have a forward facing, and then you capture everybody in the driving compartment too, plus a rear facing camera. So 3 cameras in one. It uses the Starvis 2 chip from Sony. You can do it in 4K, 1080p, or 2.5K. This camera has super high transmission speeds. It uses Wi-Fi, and you can transfer speeds up to 30 Mbps. The camera makes amazing pictures in all lighting conditions. I did it driving into the sun, away from the sun, in very low light at night. Wait till you see the nighttime capabilities of this camera. Here I'm driving in the lot without our headlights even on. You can barely see outside, but the camera shows great. Then I turn the headlights on. Isn't that amazing? And then here we're driving directly into the setting sun, and the camera's taking great pictures. The camera size is very small and discreet. It mounts on the windshield and doesn't get in the way or obstruct the view at all. Search for Redtiger on Google or Amazon, or check out their online store. They're having a special anniversary sale starting on June 15th. Redtiger is having a lucky draw on their website. People who register as a Redtiger member and place an order on the website during the anniversary event will have a chance to win a full refund of their purchase. If you're looking for a dash cam, Redtiger is definitely one to check out. Here's some actual video footage that I downloaded from the app on my phone. You can see it collects the GPS data along with the speed and date and time as well. The transmission feed, again, it's 30 Mbps, so it's super fast to your phone, so you can download and save these clips really easily. Everything's stored on the card, and then you just transfer it to the app and then download it to your photo library. But the footage is so crystal clear, and it's amazing. It does capture full audio too. I did drop the audio out of this just so you could hear me talking. But it's a great quality video, up to 4K. Here's the interior camera at nighttime. See how dark it is outside, and it really captures full color video at night. That's amazing. Excellent quality. Even driving through sunlight and shade, the camera quality is amazing the whole time. It doesn't get blown out when you get into the sun. It doesn't go dark when you go into the shade. It really adjusts the exposure perfectly. When you play it back with your phone, it captures the full GPS map and it shows the tracking as you go, again, along with the speed and everything, but it's really neat to have that map feature on there as well. So you understand the GPS data. A lot of times those numbers, you don't understand the latitude and longitude, but this really shows everything. It shows the kind of road that you're on. It's a really nice feature. Yeah, as you're following along here, you can see the vehicle, the road that you're on. This GPS, the speed, is capturing all that information and putting it right there in real time as you're tracking along. I've never seen that feature before in a dash cam. And again, here we're pretty much so near sunset, and the video quality is amazing. The sky looks great too, but it really captures everything so good. Here's the nighttime footage here. Full color again, excellent 4K quality. With just the car headlights on here, I mean, you really see everything illuminated nicely. It's not like an infrared picture or anything like that. This is high quality, full color picture at nighttime. You can really see things. So if something stepped out in front of you, a deer or something like that, and you would actually see it very well. The in-car footage is amazing quality too. You can see that you're paying attention. If there was ever an accident or something, like you weren't on your phone, you weren't texting, you could have proof of that. I think that's a really neat feature to have as well. Plus, you could capture some fun times with your family in the car. Everybody singing and having fun with a song or something like that. That might be fun to have video footage of something like that. Full audio again, and video capability. High quality, full color, even at night. This Redtiger F17 Elite dash cam is something you really want to check out. Click the links in the description and go check them out.
Make a visual inspection of the drive axle brake chambers to ensure the service brake housing is not cracked, corroded, or damaged on any way on vehicles with less than 30,000 miles a year. Performance inspection twice a year.
Oh, your luck streak may have ended.
What's that now?
I said your luck streak may have ended.
Oh no.
Let's see what we find. There's definitely a little sparkly in here. See all this black stuff?
Uh-huh. It wasn't too loose or too tight, though, was it?
No, the adjustment felt pretty good.
But you worry about the black.
Because the black is metal.
And the sparkly oil.
Yeah, but let's just see. Might just be able to clean it up real good and remove all that out of there and stop what's going on. All that black. That's metal dust.
I know you've seen worse.
Yeah, no, it may be usable. I haven't wrote it off yet. But it's definitely good that it got in here and got some attention.
Yeah. Johnson still got that young back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Nice strong.
Yeah, that seal was just starting to leak too.
Well, it looks looks like we've had a pretty good time.
Yeah, several of these wheel seals were just getting ready to fail, so now's the time to get in there and change them so before this ends up getting oil on the brakes. The drive axle one was pretty bad, getting pretty moist on there, but nothing was making it to the brakes yet, so just in time. So I wiped off those grease fittings there, but there's actually a vent that's here that's completely corroded over. The actual lubrication procedure tells you to remove the vent. There, now it's working again, but let's take it out. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit before I take it all the way out. Okay, so I got that cleaned up a little better. So I'm gonna get dirt down in there. So we're putting a NLG1 grease in there, and he put something else at some point in there. So at least he was lubricating these, but there's a special procedure for it. But by removing the vent here and then us working this back and forth, we'll get some of that old grease out of there. We'll see our new grease start coming out. But you don't want to put too much grease in there because it will jam it up and lock it up. Special thanks to Kelly for helping me out with the video today.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees. And from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.